Alright everybody, this is Julian from RawPhysique again. Today I want to talk about natural ways to build your testosterone. None of this hippy dippy shit, or eating these extracts and drinking snake venom, or horse semen, or some other shit like that. Real ways to actually increase your testosterone. So let's start out with exercises. Some exercising you can do that will increase your testosterone. Number one is deadlift and squat. Now, due to the fact with deadlifts and squats, when you're doing the exercise and you're doing heavy weight, it activates a lot of muscles all around your body. It is a full body exercise. Now, due to the activation and your whole nervous system being taxed while doing these exercises, your body will raise your testosterone levels during and after these workouts. Now, some people will do a deadlift or squatting before they actually exercise due to this, but being a natural bodybuilder, I haven't really noticed anything with myself or with other natural bodybuilders that I know. So, depending on whether you do it before or after your workout, the main point is it just raises your testosterone for a period of time. Now also, if you're trying to raise your testosterone and you're worried about like losing weight, if you're like a power lifter or just trying to gain max 1 rep records, setting your own personal maxes, then you should incorporate sprints, which you wouldn't think because you don't want to burn calories if you're trying to be a power lifter. You want all your calories to be going to your muscles for the whole rebuilding process. But through sprinting, it will raise your testosterone. There was a study that people that did sprints and people that didn't do sprints, or that people that did like long distance running and exercised, the group that did the sprinting opposed to no sprints or, long distance running or running for a couple miles, that group gained more muscle mass than the other two groups. And one factor is that it raises your testosterone. So even if you're on a bulk or something like that, if you do sprints, it will raise your testosterone, and you should get better results than just powerlifting or bodybuilding without doing the sprints at all. Now, for the sprints, you do like a 30-second all-out sprint. You do a rest period in between, like a 1 or 2 minute rest period, and then you do another 30-second all-out sprint. And it varies how much you want to actually do this, but from what I've seen, something from 5 to 10 sprints will activate your body to produce more testosterone. So another thing to increase testosterone is to get more sleep. So a study that was showed that men that got around 4 hours of sleep, their testosterone read at 200 to 300. Which is pretty low. Now in the study, when they got 8 hours of sleep, their testosterone read 500 to 700, which is more than double. And testosterone for building muscle is the name of the game, basically. Someone with average testosterone around 500 or 600 will build muscle a lot slower than someone that has testosterone around 10 or 1100. So basically, anything you do to try to raise your testosterone is good, opposed to using steroids, because that's not really my thing, and the debate on the health problems around steroids. And I just like being all more natural anyway. I mean, I want to be big, I want to be ripped, but I don't want to take steroids in order to do that. I have no problem with it, it's just not my thing. So if you want to do it, that's your own personal business. But for the natural guys like myself, and probably a lot of other people watching this video, then these are really good tips and tricks you should use to raise your testosterone. So back to the sleep study, try to at least get 7 or 8 hours of sleep, and then on top of that, that's when your muscles rebuild throughout the night. All the work you do throughout the day, your muscles aren't really rebuilding themselves. At night, when you're resting and you're sleeping, that's when they are. So you get higher testosterone and your muscles get more time to actually build themselves up from the obliterating workouts that you did the previous day. So sleep, good. And probably one of the hardest things to get, except for the next thing to increase testosterone, which is reduce stress. Stress meaning long amounts of time that you or your body is stressed out. Now, there is fight or flight. That's a natural thing. If you get stressed out for a couple minutes, then it's gone. Or if you're watching a movie and it's really intense and then it gets relaxed, and then you can relax and sit back in your movie chair and just chill. Stuff like that is fine. Now, when it's work stress and you've been working all day and stressed out about it, or your home life is really stressful. Driving, an hour to work, your daily commute is really stressful, and it's this prolonged period of stress. It is not good for your body, and it's not good for testosterone, because when your body is stressed out for those long periods of time, it releases the hormone cortisol. And in short, that blocks the effects of testosterone on top of a bunch of other negative side effects. So fight or flight is all right, but this chronic stress from our environments nowadays, opposed to like 100,000 years ago, creates this new hormone to run rampant. So a couple things you could do to try to reduce your stress level is just try to be, I have my headphones in, just try to be more easygoing if possible. You could do meditation, you could do yoga, you can go on nature walks, you could watch funny movies, you could laugh and joke with friends. All of these have actually been proven to reduce stress. Not hippy-dippy shit, actually reduce stress. If you have like a horrible partner that stresses you out all the time, maybe you should get a different partner. But that's a whole nother video that I probably don't cover, unless someone requests it. So stress, not good. Try to eliminate it. If you can't, try to do meditation. It'll help you deal with the stress better and hopefully avoid the high hits of cortisol running through your system. Another thing you could do is reduce as much sugar as you can in your diet. I'm not talking, be some crazy freak that doesn't ever have a donut or anything like that. I'm just talking if you drink a lot of soft drinks, if you eat a lot of snack, sugary foods, then you should reduce those. High amounts of sugar leads to high insulin levels, which ends up leading to lower testosterone. Now, they found people back in the day, I'm talking the 1920s, 30s, 40s, probably 50s, had higher testosterone than people today. And this is one of the factors that was mentioned that could be contributing to the lower testosterone epidemic among men nowadays. So back like 80 years ago, all the guys nowadays have probably the testosterone of a woman. Don't hit that dislike button. Don't shoot the messenger, people. Just trying to let you know what's up with this testosterone. So, limit that sugar, everybody. So they also found that intermediate fasting, if like something like that is your thing, try intermediate fasting. It'll raise your testosterone. I have a whole video on intermediate fasting that I'll post at the end of this video, so you can check that out if you're interested in that way of increasing your testosterone. Another thing, which is kind of a supplement, but it is zinc. They found that older male adults, well, of course they're adults, older males, commonly have a zinc deficiency. So if you take zinc, it will help raise your testosterone if you already have the deficiency. Now, I take a little bit of zinc every day just in case, it'll help a little bit, and just to make sure that I have enough daily zinc. Now, some people get nauseous from zinc. I don't get nauseous at all from it. The pills that I take actually taste pretty good, so hopefully if you take it, you don't get nauseous. Another thing they found is don't avoid cholesterol. So cholesterol like in eggs, meats, cheese, coconut, and even dark chocolate increases your good cholesterol, which you do need cholesterol. If you completely cut out your cholesterol, that would not be good. Now, something like eggs and the items I just mentioned, they will increase your HDL cholesterol, which is the good cholesterol, and lower the bad cholesterol. It's almost like a seesaw. If you raise your good cholesterol, usually your bad cholesterol will drop, unless you have a medical condition that raises your bad cholesterol as well. So good cholesterol, good for your testosterone. Another thing is don't work out for too long. The longer the exercise is not necessarily better. And it's almost like the stress cortisol that I was talking about that can come from your job or family life or whatever the hell you're going through. It's almost like the same thing, because when you're working out hard, anything over an hour, which even I work out over an hour sometimes to make sure I hit my workout good, but that will raise your cortisol as well. So it's better to have like a shorter workout, and you could do this by like just cutting down your rest time. So if you rest like 30 seconds, minute and a half, that's a lot better than resting for 3 minutes and end up working out for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Shorten those times and it will shorten your workout. Now, if you're already only resting 30 seconds to a minute, then you might need to cut some exercises out of your workout and mainly hit maybe compound lifts and isolation exercises after the compound lifts, which compound lifts, of course, will raise your testosterone as well. So you're kind of killing two birds with one stone, or raising your testosterone twice as much, not literally twice as much, but just a better benefit and contributor to raising your testosterone ultimately throughout the day by having a shorter workout and doing stuff like deadlifts and squats with, compound movements. So all these are relatively simple things that will increase your testosterone if you implement them correctly. Stress and getting enough sleep is very difficult to actually get and regulate. Me, myself, I get stressed and I don't get enough sleep sometimes, and it sucks. But if you don't get enough sleep one night, don't stress out about it all day, because then it'll raise your cortisol levels, and you'll get in a horrible cycle of puny testosterone. Weak childlike testosterone. Puny testosterone. I don't know, this video has been carrying on. I was just going to do a quick little thing about how to raise your testosterone, and I blabbered on for longer than expected. So my short video, which is not really short, it's probably going to be long now, and me talking is not helping. So anyway, I'm going to end this. I'll post up the intermediate fasting video and maybe a compound lift video, or just another new video for you guys to check out. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If you have any ideas of a video you want to see, please let me know as well. If you like this video and you like the info that I give, please subscribe. For the videos I just mentioned, please check them out over here. And hey everyone, you know where to reach me. If the site is not down, please visit Julian-RawPhysique.com. And what's up everyone? Have a good day and peace.